to my channel once again, where we teach and run you through computer training on important softwares, and where we also review some tricks of doing things to you. But before I go into the video of today, please, if you are a non-subscriber, please subscribe to this channel, and also endeavor to like, share and comment on our videos. Do not forget to click on the notification bell beside, so as to get you notified when we post a new video. Thank you as you do. Now moving on to the video of today, where I'll be teaching you how to shoot like a professional videographer and the 8 tips for you to take note as a beginner. Maybe you are someone that have the passion, for video making. You have the passion for content creation, and then as a beginner, this video is for you, because I'll be revealing 8 tips you need to take note while shooting your content. Now let me move to the outline of what I want to teach you. We'll introduce and also go through all what has been highlighted in the house. Now let's move on to the introduction. Mastering several video basic skills, tips will ease the frustration many videographer experience, because without taking note of these tips, you might find it very frustrating to do. But before you know it, by taking note of these tips, the standard tricks will become so routine that you'll be able to concentrate on creativity and not just basics. Now let's dive into it. What is the first tip for you to take note of? The first tip is shoot steady videos. Number 1 tip, shoot steady video. I repeat, whatever content production you're coming up with, making your video steady is a major point you must take note. Because if you do not take note and then you make shaky videos, people will lose interest in your video, and that is the more reason why you need to make sure that your videos are steady. And doing this, a tripod stand can also help you. A tripod for mounting your cameras or your Android phone can help you to make your video steady while shooting. And these are images of a tripod stand. To the right, this image of, to the left is an image of a tripod that is used for cameras. DSLR cameras. And also to the right, used for phone, as you can see on the screen. So you can just get one, and then you are getting it right while making your video. Now, but avoiding becoming dependent on tripod stand, you can shoot steady videos without lugging around a lot of gear. By dishing the tripod, you have the freedom to move around a scene without being anchored in one spot. Get your body in position so that every breath you take doesn't lead to unwanted camera motion. Use the ground, a wall or another object to brace the camera and get interesting visual perspectives while shooting your video. Number 2 tip is produce creative shots. After you might have gotten what will make your video steady, then what is left now is for you to think of how you can create and produce creative shots while shooting your videos. Learn to play with angles and perspective while producing. Interesting videos involves learning creative shooting techniques. Put yourself in the middle of what's happening. You will get images that aren't possible from a distance. Experiment with different angles by shooting above and below your subjects. On your screen now, you can see the various camera angles that we have, and from this image you discover that the camera is at the bottom of this image. That is the camera, and then the object is in the middle of those various angles. These are various angles you can explore, you can practice while shooting your video, or maybe you want to snap an image. You can also make use of this angle in shooting an image or shooting a video. You can make use of it. So take note of these camera angles. You can just try them out while shooting and see how they look. Keeping up to this tip, I'm telling you, you are getting it right in video making. Now, tip 3 is practice widescreen videos. One of the mistakes most people do is that when you're making a professional video, you have to make sure you have to ensure it's a widescreen video. What do I mean by widescreen video? With the prevalence of smartphone cameras, you just need to practice how to make videos in widescreen format, such as by 16:9 ratio. I think it's a standard ratio that is being used today. So make sure your video takes this standard ratio, which is 16:9 ratio, and as you can see, this is the frame 16:9. So take note of this and ensure that whenever you are shooting your video, you don't make a straight video. Make sure it is horizontal, that it will take a ratio of 16:9. You can capture more content in a single shot, but remember that widescreen video doesn't mean shooting all wide shots. Avoid zooming on every shot wide spanning across the horizon. If you do, the result can leave viewers seasick. So whenever you're making video, avoid zooming always. Although there are cases you can zoom videos, maybe at sport events, professional videographers follow the action by following the ball, and let the action dictate the opportune and infrequent times to use these techniques. These are more professional techniques that you just have to learn a lot about before you know how to use the zoom. You don't just zoom anyhow while making videos. It will leave your viewers seasick, like I've said. Now, to tip 4, shooting outdoor video. What are the things you need to take note while shooting outdoor videos? Maybe you're thinking about shooting your video outdoor. We give you the results we give you the result you want. Maybe you think when you shoot your video outside, you just get the normal result you want naturally. But to get the best outdoor result, you have to watch the position of the sun closely. You don't just shoot outside without taking note of some things. Watch the position of the sun closely. Shoot with the sun at your back. Never shoot your video facing the sun. And this is an image like that. Can you see? The sun is at the back of the videographer, and the person, the subject who the camera is facing, the sun is shining on the person. So you will get a better quality of it and a clear one while you keep to this. Knowing the time of the day and weather should also influence your shooting. Some types of shooting will be better on an overcast day, maybe in a cloudy weather. You might enjoy some kind of shooting, so you might wait till you have a very cloudy weather. Some video might go in that time. So that's what they mean by overcast day. While others will be enhanced by golden hour, sometimes you will have to schedule your outdoor shoot to wait. Now, tip 5 is indoor video shooting. What are the tips you need to take notes in your indoor video shooting? Indoor video shooting requires an additional preparation to help you prevent video from being dark. Lighting when shooting a movie indoor is very essential. While you are shooting your video indoor, lighting is very essential. So if you are shooting video of people, get as much light in their faces as you can, but don't be fooled by overhead lights. I mean the light that is hanged towards the ceiling. Don't be fooled by that light. It will not give you what you want. While they may be bright, they only light the top of the people's head, leaving their facial features shady. So take note of that. And this an example of an indoor shooting, video shooting. As you can see this image, you discover that it has been lighted up. Lighting when shooting a video is very essential, like I've said earlier. So look at this image and then you can replicate something like this indoor. Now moving on to tip 6, where I will be telling you how you can properly light your indoor when you want to shoot your video indoor, how you can properly light it. So knowing where to position light makes all the difference. There are techniques. You don't just light up a room because you want to shoot, because all you think you need is light. So there are techniques you need to follow, and part of it is a standard TV light setup. Is a very great technique that you need to take note of, and it's part of what I've shown you in the previous image. Now, one directly on the subject, that's one light is facing on the object. That's the technique of this TV standard TV light setup. One is directly on the subject, the other a backlight, the back of the subject, and a fill light is also a great guide for you. You can also experiment to get dramatic effects. Turn out all the lights in the room and use only your equipment to highlight what you want. So it depends on the scene. It depends on how the script put the scene and how you really want that scene to be. If it's a dark scene, then you can put the lights off. But for you to get a very good video shooting indoor, you need to light up the room using a standard TV light setup. And from this image, which shows you a standard TV light setup, you discover from this image both for the outdoor and also for the indoor. So you can see to your right, that one is showing the camera on at the bottom of that image, while the lights, the various lights, which includes the backlight, the fill light, and also the key light, which is the major light. So when you have this TV light facing the subject in the middle, I'm telling you, you will get a very nice clear video. So take note of this. Now moving on to tip 7. Remember to capture good sound. It is very important for you and for your video to capture a very good sound. Without good audio, no matter the high quality of your video, it may turn out useless. The two most common mistakes inexperienced videographers or beginners make are to forget to record audio and fail to also monitor the sound they are getting. You're shooting video, you need to monitor the sound. It will be very sickening for you to get to notice that at the end of every shooting you did not get a very nice video quality. You can't shoot all over again. It's stressful. So you need to make sure you take note of that while shooting your video. You have to monitor the sound, which helps your recording, and also to help you avoid unwanted audios. During monitoring, that's when you will discover that, and then you'll be able to eliminate it as fast as possible. And you can also make use of smart recorder to monitor your audio during your video recording. This is for Android phone users. You can just download that app on Google Play Store. It is called the Smart Recorder. So just download it. It helps you to monitor audio recording. So you can get that, and while making a recording, you can use that for your video recording. It also tells you the noise level around you. Now moving to the 8th tip, which is the last tip I'll be talking about, is add a green screen special effect. Add a green screen special effect. There is one thing about the green screen, so it's very important. Let me just show you what it's about. There's a function called chroma keys, which involves framing actors and objects in front of a flat screen or a single color. This color is usually blue or green. For many of you, you might have heard about this. You have to place whatever video you are shooting, make sure the background, for you to make use of the chroma keys, you have to make sure that you shoot your videos on either gray screen or blue screen, so that you'll be able to remove the background. It only works with a green or blue background, pure one background. So you can just see the effects at the back. During editing, computer tools are used to remove and replace parts of this footage. It removes that green screen and then put a very suitable one you feel you want while editing your video. Using a chroma keys gives you a world of options. These are the same tools TV stations use to present the weather. For you people that have taken note of this, a meteorologist that is standing in front of a green screen, which allows the weather map to be superimposed behind him. It is not because the meteorologist is standing right where the weather, but it is as a result of green screen special effect. That is how that was made possible. So you can just explore, also just try out green screen also, and then so during your editing you just remove it with chroma keys and then put a very nice background you think you want for yourself. So these are the various 8 tips you need to take note as a beginner. You want to shoot video, you want to create content. Make sure you stick to these 8 tips, and sticking to them creates and gives you acceptance, gives your video the necessary acceptance out there. And these are the various green screen displays that people do. So you can just see something like this. You want to replicate, just replicate, and then if you are doing an indoor, just to make sure your lighting positions are all available so that you can get a very nice video. So that is all about this. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, before I go, please subscribe to this channel if you have not done, and also like and share and comment on our videos. You can also ask your questions or whatever you think you want us to also work on for you. You can do. Just put it in the comment section and we will be glad to attend to that. And do not forget to click on the notification bell so that you just get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you very much. I will meet you in my next video. Bye bye.